It's kinda dark out. I do think that fight of the light, This is a rough draft, but fuck it, the timing was right.
And that's the key, because in the particular mind control book it says, in order for the pituitary gland to work, pituitary gland regulates the flow of melanin from the pineal gland. Although the pineal gland produces it, the pituitary gland is the one that regulates the flow throughout the body, which is this particular system, this particular paper that I've handed out. If the people don't get it, don't just remind me. That people who didn't get one, just remind me, and I'll give you one before you leave. But this is a great function, or a great graph to show you the function of melanin throughout the body. Now the key is, based on this book, Mind Control in America by Steve Jacobson. Steve Jacobson, Mind Control in the United States. Based on this particular book, it says that the main thing to control the people is the pituitary gland produces the melanin hormones, or he just say the hormones to the particular body, but also it can be changed or modified based on the music. So if you have low bass lines and no highs, then it doesn't secrete. If you have all highs and low bass line, it doesn't secrete. So black people had a certain music that came from ragtime, gospel, blues, jazz, the funk, modern day rock and roll, early rock and roll, that always had lows. Well, he said black people have a heavy bass line, but black people always had a high too. They always had a balance. Whereas the rock and roll, they had highs, but they didn't have no low bass line, so there was not a balance. You see what I'm saying? The case in point, Isley Brothers played rock and roll, but their shit was a balance, so therefore it was the same as soul. You see what I'm saying? My point is, the black music always had highs as well as lows, including in the 80s when they had to synthesize the highs, they had to synthesize a bass. So basically the new black music that the youngsters are listening to is basically low bass line and hardly no music. Just a boom, tick, and hardly no music. And no highs. No highs. You understand what I'm saying? So all of this particular stuff is modified and arranged to shut down the pituitary gland, and the music companies know all about it. Well, the music companies is the one that was in on this type of shit. So the key here is, and so the white people who used to have a little bit of blues and rock and roll type things and was dealing with some stuff, their shit is now country and bluegrass. You see what I'm saying? So this is very key that you understand this. So this, based on the smooth jazz, you thinking it's jazz and it's catchy and it follows the tune, it's really nothing.
That's right, empty.
It's empty. It doesn't fill in the gaps. See, that's the key with black people. With jazz was able to, you got spaces in between the music, and the black people was able to go in and put a damn note in between the fucking spaces. This shit is just straight and plain.
And the soul rejects it.
And the soul rejects it, as well as the rap. It's not first of all, rap was supposed to be a side item, which means it was cool when it was first coined out of the inner city, but it was supposed to be like if you go to a restaurant, you have your main course and then you have your dessert. But if you go to a restaurant and they start serving you a strawberry shortcake in the beginning, you understand, that throws off shit. So now rap is the mainstream music, and it never was supposed to be the mainstream music. You see what I'm saying? And it is very controlled. So the original rap, they have cleverly done this thing. It was always supposed to be a side album, but you was always supposed to have your basic R&B. That's gone now. These little girl groups and shit they got now, it's really nothing. And a whole lot of moaning and a whole lot of this fucked up shit, and nobody really has any talent. So this is very key because it also shuts down the flow of melanin Because the key is that they cannot have anybody that has any type of genius thought pattern that can raise up overnight. And one spark leads to all sparks. So the entire country has to be on a mind control lockdown, and that's what we're dealing with here. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're dealing with here. A mind control lockdown. Now, let's deal with some things on the hard copy things so you can understand something. First of all, when I went to New York, people wanted to know about the Y2K shit. Everybody's scared about the Y2K. The Y2K. And I told them, look, fuck the Y2K. You shouldn't even be concerned with that bullshit. Oh, no, Bobby, you wrong. Oh, no, you crazy now. So C. Freeman L. broke it. He said, nah, that ain't some shit that's something to sell some new computers. You know damn well that this man, I knew about this thing in '96. You know damn well if a fucking digital clock go past 1999, you know damn well a computer can too. But the key is they designed it because the key is to sell. You see what I'm saying?
Update on Windows.
Everything, the computer is obsolete when it hits the market.
Sure is.
How many times they done upgraded the computer since 1990?
That's right.
Since 93?
That's right. Windows 95.
Since 96? Window this, window that. Every year it's a damn window they gotta sell. It's a company. So the new thing is the Y2K shit. You see, so they say we're gonna take the Y2K models and we're gonna sell them, but we're gonna put this hysteria out here and make everybody go crazy, like the country gonna shut down. Now the key here is, number one is the brother named Minister Raw in Atlanta say, well hell, you know the best place to be if all this shit does go around is America. People are, man, you crazy, I'm getting my passport, I'm going to Africa. Now we can't survive 2 damn days in fucking Africa. Africa is through. First of all, there's 75,000 Africans dying a month with AIDS. You see what I'm saying? My point is, we can't even live with our damn selves. How the hell are we going to live in Africa? You know what I'm saying? The key is, now why did he say that the best place to be, oh, they got mad at the nigga for saying that. Why did he say the best place to be was America? Because if the damn head of the evil empire is here, the best place to be is close to the evil empire. That's the last, they ain't gonna tear their damn self up to get your ass and you were part of the evil empire. You see what I'm saying? That's the infiltration thing. You see what I'm saying? But the key is we don't understand spiritual things. There's a reason why we're in America in the first place.
Tell it.
There's a reason for everything. But our hysteria, so the key is everybody is now, and I looked at this thing and I said, how could this white man come and invent this Y2K thing, and all of a sudden, people just lose their mind.
That's right.
Niggas is shutting down shop. One sister had a conscious place. She went the fuck out of business because of the Y2K thing. And sure enough, C. Freeman L. say they're going to wait till the last minute and they're going to sell this new computer and everybody going to buy it because they scared. And I said, you know you're right. And sure enough, he said that this summer, and I said, you know you're right. I said, I knew it was some fake stuff from the get-go, but you put that finger on it. And sure enough, my girl works at the Atlanta Journal and Constitution newspaper, and they already Y2K. They 2 weeks ago, they went Y2K compatible. They've already come in and fixed all the damn computers for the Y2K thing. So, Atlanta Journal and Constitution, these were some of the first crackers to break down and buy the new computers. And right on the Super Bowl, they said, Y2K is coming, but the Apple computer is already Y2K prone or whatever. That means that they